Okay, hello and welcome to my first episode of map reading. We're going to start off with the Blood Moor and the Den of Evil. These episodes can help you if you're trying to speedrun or just get to the areas that you want to work on, or as you're doing a playthrough. So if you're doing a speed run, this is actually a map that you prefer. You have the exit out of town at the top left side. You'll often see speedrunners resetting their map until they get this layout. So we will head out. If you are doing a speed run, you drop your shield at this point. You don't want to be stuck in a block animation. But we'll just follow the path. Now you'll come to a split. One will lead off to the cold plains, and the other is going to head off to the Den of Evil. When you get to your split, drop a portal, and then keep on going. So I believe this one should lead to the cold plains, while the other one is going to back to and head towards the Den of Evil. So we want to get the waypoint first before we get to the Den of Evil. That way, when we finish the den, all we have to do is quit and re-enter the game, and we'll already have our waypoint. We won't have to backtrack through the den and continue on. Right, you follow the path, you get your waypoint. There you'll often have shrines close to the waypoint. So give a quick check over here to see if you have anything, or if you happen to have a boss group, champions or anything. So we had our shrine, but no. Oh, there we go. So we got our fire enchanted and the minions. There we go. Say minion underneath their name. With them, you get 500% experience, along with 500% experience from the unique. So as you're doing your speed run, you can ignore a lot of the enemies until you find a unique or a champion group. So we head back to town, sell all your items, because you're going to be wanting to buy stamina and mana potions. You're going to be doing a lot of running, and you're not going to have very much stamina. So we continue on to the Den of Evil. Now there's, I guess, like 8 different layouts for the Den of Evil. You'll want to memorize them, because it will come in very handy when you get to the underground passage. They share some of the same tiles, and you want to do as little backtracking as you can when you're doing the den. If you're doing a speed run, every second counts, so you don't want to retrace your steps. So I come down, and it's gonna loop around this way, and loop over here. You kill all these monsters. Give a check over here just to make sure nothing's hiding. Now, javelins or throwing knives are great items to pick up. Javelin, it doesn't matter really on the quality. It'll always sell for 120 gold. Unless it's ether, then it won't. And throwing knives are 420 gold. Um, once again, doesn't the quality doesn't matter unless it's ether. Once again, then it's not worth picking up. Scepters could be another useful item to pick up, especially if they have a plus to skill. That can get you a not bad amount of gold. Very handy for when you're starting off your speed run. Make sure to check your nooks and crannies. You don't want to have one little monster hide in and have to backtrack and find out where they are. So we'll continue on. Once again, make sure to give your other nooks and crannies a little quick check before continuing on. Now this one, another nook and cranny you want to give a quick check to. And then we'll continue up over this way, give a quick check over here, and then continue on and end over here. Because the Den of Evil, it has set maps that are about 8 of them with a few minor adjustments to it. So give a quick check over here. Head back up here to make sure there's nothing hiding over here. In every difficulty, you'll only have one unique zombie, corpse fire. So even if you're playing in hell mode, you'll still only have the one. So at this point, everything should be dead. Quest complete. So instead of heading back to town, because you're not going to have any town portals most likely, save, quit, and rejoin your game. If you're on single player, you'll of course have the exact same map. I'm doing multiplayer just so I can show off different maps. Once again, sell everything, buy a bunch of stamina potions because you're going to be needing them. Continue to the cold plains. Check your shrine. That shrine that you found last game will still be there, but it'll be different. No, most likely be different. There was a mana recharge last time. This time, it could be a skill or experience, which are the shrines that you're mainly looking for. But we will do one more Blood Moor and Den of Evil run. Just get different layouts. As I said earlier, layout like this, you'd have the speedrunner would reset the map, hoping that they'd get an exit out through the top left. Because it gives you information for Act 3. It also gives you some shorter routes for when you're doing the Black Marsh, things like that. Right, we'll follow the path, kill a few things. You'll want to be level 2 by the time you get to the cold plains. So we didn't see the branch off from the path yet, but we see the den. So lay your portal and continue on. There's your branch off towards it, but we'll follow this way. So generally when you head out through the top left of town, you'll have a shorter Blood Moor. This one was rather long. So the waypoint is always close to the path, but we'll head over this way away from the path just in the hopes that we have a shrine, but it doesn't look like it. No champions are unique near close by. So head up to town, sell your items. Hopefully you got you know, a ring or a wand or something that you can sell for, you know, get at least 1,000 gold. Buy some mana potions, some stamina potions. Head back to our TP and into the Den of Evil. So now we got a different layout, which is nice. So I'm gonna head up this way, and then we'll head down. Make sure that there's nothing hiding over here. Check over here. Make sure to check all your nooks and crannies. And continue on. There's generally 3 parts to your den. So this part up here, now on the second part. If you're doing a speed run, you'll be looking for 2-socketed armor.
I can't carry anymore.
My character is full. So that would be perfect. 2-socketed armor. So we could put some chip sapphires in for some mana. You could put some chip rubies in for health. Check your cranny over there just to make sure there was nothing hiding. And then we can do a split. Check your cranny over here. This is just like the one that we had in the last game. So we'll head up here, check over here quick, then loop around, check down, and we'll finish at this corner over here. So we'll get right here a quick look. Continue on this loop. Quick look right there. So there was there the unique. And then we finish in our cranny. And hopefully at this point everything should be dead and you'll see the quest is complete. Save and exit. Over here, sell your stuff to Akara. Buy some stamina potions, mana potions. Now, depending on the type of class that you're going with, depends on what you'll be wanting to shop for. If you are doing an assassin or a druid, you're most likely starting off with the fire skills. So you'll be wanting to look for the runes and the staff to make the runeward leaf. You can't use it till level 19, but when you're here it's always a good idea just to give her a quick look and look for 2 open socket staff. So this is a perfect example of what not to buy. This is a mechanic short staff of energy. It will not work with a rune word. This is blue text. It says mechanics. You want gray text. So like this staff here, it's only got the 1 socket, but you can see the name of it, short staff, gray text, and it does not say mechanics. If you are a barbarian or a paladin, you'll be looking for scepters. Scepters are great because they do a decent amount of damage, 6 to 11, and they have 50% damage to undead. If you can find one with 2 open sockets, it's even better. and you can find one without mods on it. That will help make it cheaper, because you're not going to have 19,000 gold at this point. 315, you can buy that one. And even that, you know, that one, it's only 404 with 1 to max damage. If you're a necro, you'll be looking for ones with plus the teeth, most likely, if you're doing a speed run. No luck. But every time you leave town and re-enter in, her stuff will change. As long as if you're playing multiplayer and there's somebody in town, it won't change. Everybody has to be out of town for it to change. And over at Chercy, helms with 2 sockets are great. You'll need one later on for putting 2 rels in for fire resist. But starting off, you put, you know, your sapphire in for mana, ruby in for health, or topaz in for magic find. It will help a lot. Your armor, you want 2 open sockets, as I said earlier, for mana or health, but you'll also be wanting one later on for the Moonward stealth. Get to use it at level 17. The defense doesn't matter too much. Defense is kind of overrated in Diablo 2 for the most part. But that is basically the Bloodmoor and Den of Evil. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we will continue on to the Cold Plains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.